another episode of How to Battle. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for continuing to watch my episodes. If you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe, like, share, comment. Follow me on Instagram at How to Battle. I do personal development, professional development to try to help people become better versions of themselves. I wanted to take this day to be able to just share some information with you. Something that I was talking about yesterday on one of my coaching calls with a youth program that I work with. I work with classes of up to 20 to 30 young people, high schoolers, specifically seniors, getting ready to go to college, getting ready to go to the workforce, getting ready to pursue that next step. I work with them. A lot of them struggle with life skills and the things that they need to know to be able to go on and become successful in the world. So I work with them. And yesterday I was talking about escaping mediocrity. And I wanted to share that with you today. You viewers out there who may need to hear this, there are things that you need to do in order to escape that mediocrity, those things that we grow up amongst, those things that are trying to be passed down to us, like from our family members who may not know any better because that's just how they were raised. Or maybe some people came from out here from another country and they just wanted to come out here and work and be able to create a life. But doesn't mean you have to do what they do, right? You don't have to go out and break your back to support your family necessarily. You can go pursue your dreams, you can go pursue your passions, still make money to take care of your family, still be successful, and then be happy because you're doing something fulfilling. You're doing something that you ultimately want to do. You're fulfilling your purpose. And so I wanted to share, it's a quote that I read a long time ago and I share it a lot when I work with people. And it says, we can't control the cards we've been dealt, but we can control how we play our hand. And most of the people that I grew up in really bad neighborhoods, gang infested neighborhoods, places where like you got to carry a gun to walk down the street, or you don't want to be outside at night, or there's people out there selling drugs and you got to walk a different way just to avoid them. Like I remember in that environment when I was living there and I was younger and I was amongst all that, I used to always be feeling like a sense of fear because you never knew what was going to happen. You heard gunshots, you heard helicopters, you heard police sirens, all those things. And so some things are just out of our control. We grow up in those environments. Amongst those environments, you have people that just want to be okay with mediocrity. But what I tell these young people is like, that doesn't have to be what you do. Our parents, grandparents had to do what they had to do to survive. We live in a different day and age now. We live in a day and age where you can become a millionaire off of social media, right? We live in a generation where everybody has an opportunity. If you educate yourself, you know the right people, you work hard enough, you can go out there and become successful beyond what our parents and grandparents even imagined. And so sometimes parents, grandparents, guardians, whoever it is, or just people within your sphere of influence are trying to continuously like feed information to you that's trying to keep you in that mediocrity mindset. Meaning they tell you things like you can't afford to go to college, you can't afford to get the house you want, you can't afford to live the lifestyle you want to live. You just go get a job, be happy and be satisfied. When in reality, you can go pursue anything you want to pursue. And so one of the things that I tell people, you have to escape. You have to go and you have to create a whole nother environment. You have to move to another environment. You have to reestablish yourself somewhere. You have to reinvent yourself somewhere. You know, you can get caught up in that. You can get sucked into that life. You can get caught up in that mediocrity environment. You can get caught up into that lifestyle of feeling like you can't accomplish more if you don't escape your environment. And for some people, the best way to do that is to go away to college, right? Leave the home, leave that place that you've been confined to. Some of these people have grown up and have really never left their neighborhood. I remember running into people who grew up 10, 15 minutes from the beach, but never been there because they never left their little block of area, their neighborhood. They never left their gang. They never left that environment, and the beach is 10, 15 minutes away. They never even saw it. I remember being in prison with people like that. These people never left their hood and went straight to prison and never stepped out of that, you know, because of the environment that sucked them in and it kept them in there. And so you have to escape that vacuum. You have to escape that, because you can get sucked into that and pulled into that and caught up into that. Right? You can get caught up in that, and then next thing you know, you're with the wrong person, and then you have a kid at a young age, and then now you got to go get a job and you have to take care of your kid, and you feel like trapped in that. Right? You can get caught up in a gang and then end up going to prison or killed. You can get caught up into that drug life, and like you can get caught up in that mediocrity mindset where you feel like there's only certain things you can do because everybody in my environment, that's all they do. You have to escape that. You have to get away from that. And if you have an opportunity to go to college, go. Because at the end of the day, maybe you don't go and you don't use that degree for anything, but I guarantee you the friends, the connections, what you're going to gain from the independence and from separating yourself from that world. And there's a huge world out there. You're going to learn so much. You're going to figure it out. Maybe it's going to the military, right? That's going to allow you to travel the world, to go see places, meet people, connect with people from diverse backgrounds, to get out of that box, right? Or maybe it's just you take a leap of faith and just drive and start somewhere, right? Take a little money and just go start another life somewhere in a place that you want to grow. People come to LA all the time from other states seeking a career as an actress or an actor or director, or all those things, the movie industry. People come out here. I've met a ton of them who've come out here from other states, didn't know anybody out here, just came out here looking to pursue the thing that they loved and they aspired and they dreamed of doing. And some of them are still struggling to get there. But guess what? They've established something out here. They have a job, but they're working toward their goals and dreams too. And they're living out here and they're amongst it. So they have a better chance. But if you just stay stuck in that box and you really don't feel like you want to be there, and you're just there because you feel like that's what we're supposed to do, then you're going to live in regret. And that's what you don't want to do. So you have to escape that. And there's ways to do it. And education is a good way to do that, because that's your ride to college, university. That's your ride to the military, right? That's your ride to be able to create a skill in your life. Now you can go and actually make some money off that while you're pursuing your dream. So escape that environment is one of the ways you can escape mediocrity. So much of our family has limiting beliefs. And as a minority, you grow up and you feel like you're limited because your parents tell you certain things. You can't do this, you can't do that. You can't go to this part of town. You can't be with this person. These things are instilled in you, so you have to get away from that, right? And you don't have to abandon your family. By you doing that, escaping, you're actually helping them, because now you're going to go create a better life to where you can help them, whether it's financially or maybe you gain something personally that you can help them with. Maybe you show them a new way. Maybe you're the one in the family that actually does something different. That's what you want to be thinking, like, how can I step out of that box? How can I get away from that mediocrity? The second thing that you need to do, if you want to escape mediocrity, if you want to escape that vacuum that's trying to pull you into that life, into that box and keep you there, like, go find mentors. Literally meet people, get to know them, especially if you can in the areas in which you want to get into. Meet those people and start to just talk to them, start to call them, start to text them, let them know you want them to be your mentor. A lot of people who are successful, they want to help other people get there, because true leaders help other people get to their dreams and success, not just themselves. And so a lot of them are at a point where they want to be that mentor to somebody. And so, but you will never know and you'll never get that if you don't pursue it, if you don't ask. And so by you escaping your environment, by you getting out of that, and you're able to meet people from different backgrounds. You're able to meet people in the industry you want to pursue. You're able to meet those people. They become your mentors, and then they help you get one step closer to your goals and dreams. So I wanted to share that with you there, because I shared it with the kids yesterday. A lot of them are coming from those environments where their parents, their grandparents are like, hey, you work and you be happy that you have a job and you take care of your family and you grow old and that's it. I even had a girl who was like, I want to go to college, and her parents were telling her, no, we don't want you to go to college. We want you to run the family business, which was like a cleaners or something. And she didn't want that, but she was feeling the pressure of it because her family was like, we don't want you to go to college. That's a waste of time and money. We want you to run the family business. Okay, the family business is in that same neighborhood that her family lives in that same community, that poor community, that underserved community, that community where nobody really goes anywhere. Okay, yeah, like you may have a little business, but she doesn't want that. She wants more. She wants to explore the world. She wants to go out there and pursue her dreams, go to college, become a doctor. Like, she should be able to do that. But some people, they don't have the vision. They don't see what we see. Every generation is different. So if you're that person that's feeling like pressured by your family or your parents to do something you don't want to do, you have to take that stand and you have to escape. You have to get away from that, because you're going to live in regret. You're going to hold resentment to them for it. At the end of the day, they just don't see what you see. But I know when you get there where you want to get to, you're going to help them. You're going to make their life better. And sometimes they don't see that and they don't believe that. But you have to, and you have to go get that. And so I tell these young people, pursue your dreams. Like, don't let anybody make you feel guilty for pursuing your dreams. And sometimes those family members, they do it, and they're not doing it to hurt you. They're doing it because that's all they know. But you got to escape that. You got to get away from that. And you got to go seek mentors. Nobody that's successful gets anywhere alone. There's always people behind the scenes that we don't see. There's mentors along the way for everybody. And so seek them out, find them. Try to put yourself in a situation to be around the people who are already successful in what you want to do, and ask them to be your mentor. Even if you get an hour with that person, within that hour, you can get something within that hour that can change everything for you. Or they can create something in you, like a domino effect, to go look deeper into what that person gave you. But you need mentors, right? So do those two things. If you do those two things, you can escape the mediocrity. It's tough. Sometimes it requires for you to challenge what the norm was in the family. It requires for you to maybe be that black sheep in the family that everybody talks shit about at the beginning, and everybody feels like you betrayed them and turned your back on them, and all this stuff. People are going to talk bad about you, all that. But as long as you believe in yourself and you know your vision and you truly go and work for it, you'll get there. And then later you can come back and say, that's why I did it. That's why I pursued it. So I wanted to share that with you on this episode. It's been on my mind. And I wanted to express that to you because you might be out there listening and you may needed to hear this. And so I appreciate you taking the time to be here. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know if there's any topics you want me to speak on. I'm always looking for ways to help you, always looking for ways to better myself as well. And if you need any one-on-one coaching, you want to work deeper with me on stuff, feel free to reach out to me through my link. I'm always available. But until next time, peace.